They're going to do their threes on the net, which you guys have all seen before, and I'm going to change the time that they have to accomplish the drill now. It's going to go from 7 minutes down to 6 minutes. 6 minutes is a big deal to do threes on the net. It's fast. But if you can do threes on the net in 6 minutes, that means you have, what, an hour and 54 minutes to do more stuff. Versus, you took 15 minutes to do threes on the net. It's not okay. It's not okay. It means you're not working hard. It means you're not focused. You can get it done in 6 minutes. You have to get it done in 6 minutes. If you're not, there's the end line. And then when they're on the end line, I'm positive with them. I will, 90% of the time, I'll kneel down and be like, hey, I believe in you guys. That's why I ask and require you to do the things you do. It's not because I'm mean. I believe in you. I know you can do it. I'm positive. That's why you're going to do it again and you're going to accomplish the drill. And they do. But I always have to mix that part in because, again, their perception is always going to be coach is being mean to me. It's not. Coach believes in you and coach is being honest with you, and that's what you want. If you want to achieve great things, that's what you need to do it. You need to be challenged. If you're not challenged, you're not going to accomplish as much as you could. It's won't. The fun example that we give the kids, would you rather do a 2-piece puzzle or a 100-piece puzzle? Most of them say 100. And you ask them why, and they say because it's harder. Well, there you go. So if something is difficult, it's good. It's not bad, it's good. Of course, we don't want to make it unrealistic. We're not going to ask them to do a 1,000,000-piece puzzle where all the puzzle pieces are black. We're not going to do that. Because they're just not capable of it. I'm not going to ask Kylie to jump up and grab the rim. Because she can't do it.
I think I can.
No, you can't. If I lower the rim, maybe. Okay. But I'm always gonna ask them and require them to do the things that I ask. Never gonna ask them to do anything they can't do. So when you structure your practice, the other important thing is that it's pretty consistent. I remember watching some of Jared's practices last year, and they always kind of went through the same process. Same process. We're usually gonna start with this, then we move on to this, and then we're gonna move on to this. Pretty much the same. Every now and then you throw a curveball. Every now and then we might throw attacking at the beginning. Maybe, very infrequently, just to keep them on their toes a little bit. But it's usually, when my team, I'll speak for my team, it's we're gonna pass. Then we're gonna hit. Then we're gonna play. That's how we structure it at the 14th level. Almost every single day. And you'll see it with them too. We're gonna come in the gym, we're gonna pass. And then we're gonna serve, because serving is extraordinarily important at this level. And then we're gonna attack. After we attack, if we have time, we'll either do defense or we'll play. But that again is going to depend on what they've accomplished so far today. And as a coach, what I want you guys to be able to do is have the confidence in yourself and your other coaches and the team to stay on something until it gets accomplished. Don't let them off the hook. If it takes a whole practice, heck, it takes a whole practice. I remember last year, I made an almost unrealistic goal. I thought they could do it, but as I'm watching them, I'm like, whoa, this is hard. So, they barely accomplish it, and then the next time they do the drill, then I changed it. But they had to accomplish it first. Otherwise, it basically says, I don't believe in you. I don't really believe what I said I think you can do, so require them to do it. So when you're making those goals, be very conscious of where your team is, and if anything, underestimate a tiny bit because you can always make it more difficult. I started those guys that are waiting to come in. I started them with threes on the net, and I gave them like an exorbitant amount of time. I gave them like 10 minutes. They accomplished it in 8:30, so they would have missed 8, but they did it. Okay, great. Next time, gotta do it under 8, and they did. And the next time, guess what? 7. Now we're at 6. 6 is probably their limit. That's the best they can do it. And then I'm going to change the goal. No longer is it going to be balance and hold. Now it's going to be balance, hold in a row. 5 times. Not just 5 balance and hold, it's balance and hold 5 times in a row. And then after they accomplished that, I remember the 18s last year, it was balance, hold, execute. Ball has to go to target too. And that's the ultimate goal. You want to be able to be focused on the process, but then ultimately get the result too. Now, if it were, I remember last year we did a lot of counting for them. So we'd be on the end line, they'd be in serve receive, and they needed 100 passes in 3 minutes to target. Usually somewhere in there is a 3 or 4, something like that. And I'm back there and I'm the one counting. They're working really, really, really hard. Looking at my watch, looking at my watch, looking at my watch. 3 minutes rolls around, they're at 97, but they're working really, really hard. And they get it like 3:07. Awesome job, reset. Great job. Also, I've done this one too. They're not working very hard, but it seems like everything's going to target today. You didn't make it. So ultimately, again, you guys are in control of it. And what you're watching for is you're watching their effort. Are they working really hard? With the little kids, it's easier because it's going to be pretty much all the time. It's the watch or not the watch. It's always pretty much right all the time. But with the older kids, sometimes they might get away with crap every now and then. Every now and then. We don't want them to do it. Okay? So I see they're not working very hard. Ah, crap, you didn't make it. You missed it by 7 seconds. On the end line, they do it again, and they crank it up a notch. And then all of a sudden, we finished that drill one day in 2 minutes and 15 seconds? It was just sick. Every ball went to target because of how hard they were working at it and the focus that they had. And that's what we're looking for. Practice. I encourage at the beginning of practice that they do volleyball stuff. I mean, every now and then we'll do dynamic warm-up just so they know how to do it. High knees, butt kicks, all that stuff. I prefer they just grab the ball and start playing. Dustin would say, we have a recess warm-up. How do you warm up for recess? You run out onto the playground and you're good to go. You don't do high knees or butt kicks or anything. You just run out there and you play. These are kids, they can do that too. As long as we're not doing something like, hey, we're probably not going to start the very first thing with full approach, jump, and attack. Probably not. But let them play. Get the ball, go out there and play, use the net, play threes on the net, or play 2-on-2 short court, or something to get them using the ball, getting warmed up a little, and then go right into practice. My kids last year, they were great. They always showed up a little early, and they would have that started right when they get in the gym. And I'm talking with coaches or delivering stuff or whatever I'm doing. By the time I get there, they're ready for practice to start, and that watch starts. Okay, you guys, you're doing cross-court pepper? That's great. We need 12. Let's go. And they accomplish the drill. And we don't move on until they do. It worked out really well last year. Our team did pretty well. By the end of the year, they were darn good. And you'll see with this fall league team how quickly they can do it too, even if you don't necessarily have all the athletes that are super committed to it and want to work really hard all the time. They can still do it. It's just about requiring them to do it. That's general practice structure. How you guys set up your practice, what drills you run, that's all you guys. I think there are certain drills that work really well. Yeah, it's just me, I do. But I'm not going to tell you how to run your practice and what drills to run. If you have a favorite drill, Brent, great. Whatever. Jared, if you have a favorite drill, sweet. One thing that I like, I'll single out Jared a little bit. One thing I like that Jared does, Jared's practices are very planned. He writes them on a whiteboard for everybody. It helps keep his kids engaged. Okay? And they know exactly what's coming next. I write mine on a little sheet, I show it to them at the beginning, and I'm like, look at how much you have to accomplish today. It's a lot. And they go after it. But in this case, he puts it up on the board so they can see it, they know what's coming next. And he uses his whiteboard in other ways to put up like defensive systems, and this is where we should be, and this is how this drill is going to be set up to start. So, go. So they have another visual cue, so I like that one. As far as during the season on the bench, you will have your tablets again, and you can download a stat program and keep track of stats if you want. I don't really use them on my teams very much. I know some coaches like it. Great, do it. If that helps you as a coach to evaluate and get them to where they need to go, great, do it. Do it. I just don't use it on my team. Other questions about practice? We do have some flip scorers here. We'll have jump boxes, so you'll have all the tools that you need And technically, because you guys are independent contractors, technically these are all the team's things because they bought them, and the team lets you use them. That's how that works. But you will have flip scores. I know some people use their tablets, and that's fine too. No problem with that. We do have a couple flip scores upstairs. We will have jump boxes. We have those blue pads. They're wonderful for doing an approach onto. So if I have an athlete that's really struggling max jumping when they approach, I bring those pads out and I say, do an approach, jump up onto the box. And it would be ideal if you landed up there with pretty straight legs. That ensures that they're max jumping and not doing like a tuck jump to get up there. But you can use that, you can use anything that's here. And the other rooms are available for you too. If you want to use the track, use the track. That'd be a great place to do towel pushing, I guess. My kids might have to figure that out.
I was going to ask you if you've tried towel pushes on this.
We certainly have. That court's cleaner because of it. That court is cleaner because of it. The floor itself, we're working hard with the school to keep it clean. But we do, as you can tell when you look outside that door, we have a floor scrubber that we're going to be using on it. We've used it on this court 2 days ago, and we have yet to do those two. You can tell on the blue more than you can tell on the red. When you look down, it looks pretty clean. When you look from the side, those look more cloudy than this one. So we're working on that, but we'll make sure that the floors stay clean. And towel pushes are fine on these floors. The kids like it a little more than Carver because it's not quite as sticky. They slide just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Other questions about practice and how to set it up, and goals for practice, minimum standards. Like I said, the families that are signing up for our program, they want their athletes to be pushed. Like they really want to be pushed hard. And of course, be in a supportive environment. Like, hey, I'm pushing really hard because I know you can do it. I know you can do it. And then when you accomplish it, you should be proud of what you've done. Yeah, that was hard. Maddie has almost sweat through her eyes once or twice. And then when she was done, she had her shoulders back and she's like, I did it. I did it. And that's important. Very important for them that they're pushed to that and then they have a really good response after it. If you guys ever have any concerns during the year with parents or athletes, make sure you keep me in the loop in those. I've been known to advocate for my coaches pretty aggressively at times because I believe in you guys. I know what you guys do. I know who you are. I know your intentions are always good. Therefore, when a parent comes to me and says, your coach hates my daughter, I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's just not the case. It's like not even close. So I will advocate for you guys. Just make sure you keep me informed so I know about things if they were to come up before they come up. That's always the best way to do it. Hey, you know, I'm kind of struggling with so-and-so right now. Her body language is really poor. She's not really engaged. She's not working very hard. And then usually what I'll do is I'll stop by your practice and I will witness it. So then parent calls and I'm like, I've been there. I know exactly what the coach is telling your daughter. She needs to work hard, she needs to have strong body language, she needs to be supportive of her teammates. Then, I can say, and I saw it too. I saw exactly what the coach sees. We're not using any specific examples right now. Understand? Anybody have any questions? I'm gonna get my munchkin started here pretty soon. Feel free to hang out, feel free to go. It's completely up to you guys. What I do recommend if you're gonna stay, go hang out on the track. We'll be down here, we'll be throwing stuff around and we're gonna get the chairs off and all that stuff. So if you wanna hang out, go up there. I'll be loud so you guys can hear me. So.
Do you want help with the chairs?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be spectacular. Thank you. Yeah, the thing. Yep, thank you.
I'll grab the thing.
The thing.